Hi Sagittarius, so I'm going to do a non-contact reading this week. That will be regarding your person, in no contact, their feelings, intentions and actions, and the future position. There will be part 2 in subscription that will cover more of the future positions as well as what's hidden and the outcome of the complete reading. But obviously you get the future position anyway if you don't join me there. If you want to inquire about personal reading, please click the link under my bio or in description. Now we're going to stop doing the mid-months as I do the monthlies, so I thought I'd do more about new love, no contact, that kind of thing, until we get our 3-month forecast down the line again. So anyway, let's go. Let me find out what's going on in terms of Sagittarius, please. So your commitment is being tested, Sagittarius, so keep going. Your commitment is being tested. That's the first card. Okay, non-contact for Sagittarius. Ooh, higher power. That wanted to really come out, didn't it, and play. And watch for signs underneath there. So there could be a lot of signs and synchronicities. There's a lot of intuition that is called upon, higher power. You've got to realise that this might be a test and you try to get through this test. Use your intuition to guide you forward. Watch for signs. Let me have a look at what your love oracle is, Sagittarius. Children. So it could be children that are involved in this situation. You might have children, your person might have children, or you could have children together. But your love life is influenced, or sorry, affected by children. So yeah, we've got children for you, Sagittarius, okay? Maybe that's why your commitment's being tested, because there's children involved and you need to work out how to, overcome that with the higher power of the High Priestess. So yeah, very difficult. Anyway, let's find out, Sagittarius, what's going down. So let's have a look at your person's energy, their current energy. Person that you're in non-contact or vague contact with, whatever it is. We've got 7 of Swords. There's a bit of deception. There's a lack of, in this person there is a lack of responsibility, a lack of discussion. They're keeping their cards close to the chest. It's not the greatest energy. It's also sneaky. They're also deceptive in the way they're feeling, because they're trying to sneak away with that confrontation. But anyway, what's their feelings towards you, please? What are they currently feeling towards you? Death. So they feel like it's completely closed out, or they've closed it out and they're strategizing moving forward and not getting into conflict with you now. Could well be the case. This isn't going to resonate with every Sagittarius, but sometimes things have to close out. We'll see. What's going on in terms of their intentions, their true intentions? So they feel it's closed out and their intention is pain. So there's intention, they're not intended to give pain, but they're feeling pain. So their intention is the 3 of Swords. So it could be that there's another relationship, or there's somebody else involved, or there's been a lot of pain. So ultimately they're feeling their feelings that this is closed out now and they're strategizing ways of moving forward. That's what I'm picking up on. Let's have a look at their actions towards you, Sagittarius. What actions will they take towards you? We've got the King of Pentacles. They do want to stabilize it, or there is stability because there's children. So it could be there's a legacy here in action and they want to be very stable in that legacy and put the work into that. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but it could also just be, like I said, some sort of stability that is required in their action. What's the future position for Sagittarius, please? Future position is single, self-reliant and self-sufficient, independent. So there is someone here that wants to remain single, maybe, in the future position, or there is that independence that comes about. I don't know, we'll have to find out. Let's get your person. So they're strategizing. Like I said, I'm not madly keen on that one as an opening card, to be honest with you, but it's here, so we've got to work with it. So that means someone's strategizing. They could be like, lack of conflict is a massive big deal. They don't want to talk to you. They're trying to avoid you. Not being horrible, Sagittarius, but that could be the case. Yeah, because they're broken. They're in a heartbreak or a third party, and they're now trying to work out ways of nurturing their soul. We've got the Hermit here, and we've got the Sagittarius card of the Knight of Wands. So they might feel like you're inconsistent, considering that's your energy, or there's a massive inconsistency because there's a third party. Someone might have felt used, or someone might have felt that they could have snuck away without even acknowledging you, and you're like sat there thinking, what the hell has happened? I've been ghosted. It could be they've ghosted you. You know what I mean? Because I've got this Hermit and I've got the Sagittarius energy playing around, coming in, coming out, and then breaking your heart. Not breaking your heart. Then this is their energy, them breaking your heart, or you breaking them heart. But you know what I'm saying. So, you know, they could have come and broke your heart, or you could have come and broke their heart. So it can work either way, considering, you know, there is cross watchers here. So what is their current feelings towards you? They feel like it's been closed out. There's death. It's done, because there's pain. They're taking time. They're walking away now. This isn't going to be a reconciliation, I don't feel. Okay, let's find out. So how they feel is they need to move forward after closing a cycle. They're using their intuition to guide themselves forward, and they really are focused. So I've got to be honest, they haven't got no emotion. I feel like this person is completely like, I know what I need to do now with the High Priestess, the higher power. I got to be focused on communication even. They might feel in their feelings towards you, they need to communicate. They need to be focused about the movements forward. They need to close the cycle and make the changes required. Whether or not that's in the future they come around or back around, they do need to make the changes after this closing. So that's what they're doing. They're being fierce and determined to move forward and actually gather themselves back into play, because that High Priestess tells me that they are really guided by their intuition. So they're just trying to work out what to do, and they remain calm. That is nice energy with the King of Swords next to it. They could be trying to remain that like focused energy and not allow themselves to be emotionally invested. Okay, because there is a change and there's a close, an ending, you know. So the King of Swords, Libra, Gemini or Aquarius, and it just feels like they're really focused, but they're not speaking up about it in their emotion. Yeah, they could be talking to you, but it's not in a, what's the word? It's not in kind of like that way, you know, like emotional. It's very sort of straight to, it could be because you've got kids, I don't know. But it could be the kid thing, you see, because they have to be focused on that. But there's a third party or a heartbreak here. So their intentions are, what is this person's intentions? Wheel of Fortune. Strategizing ways of coming back around in a Wheel of Fortune and feeling passionate again. They might want to feel passionate about you, but in their intentions, they might just want to feel passionate again within them. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, because they've also got it in this energy here with Sagittarius. That it feels to me they're strategizing here, that Wheel of Fortune. They could have been a third party, or they still could be in a third party, or you could be in a third party, but I'm telling you what, right, there's some sort of like strategizing to come back around to this passionately. Yeah, it could be they're seeing strategizing ways to get to you as you're the Queen of Wands, male or female, it doesn't matter. So yeah, let me go. I just wanted to find out quickly what this Wheel of Fortune is, but I haven't got loads of time, so I've got to be quick. Yeah, putting the work in to drop the burdens and being focused on the future, being focused on work. They're thinking things that might be coming back around as well. Let's get their actions. Could be a lot to do with, you know, a long-term energy as well, with the Emperor being here. They want to move to calmer waters, so they want to stabilize the situation. That's the King of Pentacles again. So this person really does want to put the work into stabilizing it. It could be because you've got kids. Like I said, we started off as children. You could be in a long-term relationship that you need to figure out ways of coming back around because someone cheated on someone, or there's been a third-party energy, or there's been a lot of pain in your relationship. It does look like there's a long-term situation with the King of Pentacles. It could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, though you're dealing with, and they just want to move forward, and they're looking options here on what's going to come up next in their actions towards you. There's a forward momentum, which is nice, but we'll find out in part 2. So let's have a look at what the future holds, because there's someone single, self-reliant or self-sufficient here. There's a closing out of being single, or yeah, wow, that's a bit, there is a judgment. There's a closing out of being single, self-reliant or self-sufficient. There is a new beginning. Might not have time here. What's this single card, please? Someone is putting themselves first in the outcome. There's clarity over being single, self-reliant. There's going to be some clarity come forward regarding something to do with being single in the near future. With that being said, or they're concentrating on themselves, as you know, the self-esteem or whatever it might be. I don't know. It could be the third party here that we've looked at, but there's a definite transformation. So there's something closing out, and there's going to be an opportunity. I feel. There's a relationship, that's getting closed out, and I feel there's an opportunity to connect with a fortune after difficulty, and there's going to be a judgment or a reconciliation. So it could be there's a renewal of energy between you and your person, or you and this person in the near future. But there's definitely something to do with someone's got to close out being single. That's them 3 cards together. There's going to be some clarity for you about that, and